Amplify Finance, where spreadsheets meet AI. We'll show you how the latest tools can turn simple data into powerful insights, helping you track, grow, and amplify your money. Subscribe now and unlock the future of finance.
Let's talk about a feeling I think we all know, drowning in repetitive tasks. If that sounds familiar, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to walk through a really practical, step-by-step guide to automating your business so you can start reclaiming a serious amount of your time. Ready? Let's get into it. And when I say a serious amount, I am not kidding. We're talking about the potential to save 10, maybe even 20 hours every single week. Think about that. That's not just a little extra breathing room. That is a complete game changer. It's like getting a whole part-time employee's worth of hours back in your pocket to focus on growth, strategy, or, just having a life. So how do we actually do that? Well, it all starts with identifying the real culprits. I absolutely love this way of thinking about it. Time thieves. These are all those sneaky, repetitive tasks that are constantly stealing your most valuable resource, your focus and your energy. They're the things you find yourself doing over and over and over again. To get our time back, we first have to find these thieves and basically fire them. And that brings us to our very first and maybe most important step. Welcome to the audit phase. Now, the golden rule here is simple. You cannot fix what you don't measure. This is the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about. It's where we get brutally honest and figure out where our time is actually going, not just where we think it's going. So how do you pull this off? It's a really simple 3-day audit. For 3 straight workdays, you're going to track everything you do, every single task that takes more than, say, 15 minutes. By the end of it, I guarantee you'll see patterns emerge. You'll easily be able to spot the top 5 tasks that keep showing up. Those are your prime candidates for automation. But the last step is what really gets you moving, calculating the true cost. And this right here is where the light bulb goes on. You take the number of hours you're spending on those repetitive tasks and multiply them by what your time is worth, your hourly rate. And suddenly you realize, wow, you're not just losing time, you are actively paying yourself to do low-value work that a simple piece of software could probably handle for $10 a month. Trust me, that calculation creates all the urgency you'll ever need. Okay, so once you've identified your time thieves, it's time to build your automation arsenal. And look, you don't need 100 different apps to do this. You just need a few core tools to build a really solid foundation. We're going to focus on 5 essential categories that will become the backbone of your newly automated business. What's so great about this toolkit is that these 5 types of tools solve the biggest time sucks for most businesses. You've got email automation to follow up with leads, a scheduling tool to get rid of that endless back and forth trying to book a meeting, a social media scheduler to keep your online presence consistent. Then there's a CRM, a customer relationship manager, to keep all your client info in one neat place. And finally, automated invoicing, so you can get paid on time without having to chase people down. This is your core setup. All right, so you've done the audit, you've got your tools picked out, now it's time to actually build something. We're lumping implementation and refinement together here because really they're 2 sides of the same coin. The key, and this is super important, is not to get overwhelmed. You're not trying to automate your entire business overnight. You're just going to start with one. So here's the strategy. Go back to your audit and pick the one task that was eating up the most of your time. Start there. Why? Because when you automate that one thing, you're going to get an immediate and really noticeable return on your time. That quick win feels amazing, and it gives you all the motivation you need to keep going. And you can tackle this first project in about a week. On day 1, you just write down, step by step, exactly how you do the task right now. This makes it crystal clear what the automation needs to accomplish. The next couple of days, you build it out in your tool. Then, for the rest of the week, you test it out on a small scale. See what works, get some feedback, and then in week 2, you make a few tweaks and get it running perfectly. Once you've automated that first system, you're going to feel this incredible sense of relief. But the real magic, the thing that takes you from saving a few hours to saving a dozen, happens when you start connecting these systems together. This is how you create what's called an efficiency flywheel. The secret to making this flywheel spin is an integration platform. Think of a tool like Zapier as a universal translator for your software. It lets all your different apps talk to each other. So all of a sudden, your scheduling app can tell your invoicing software what to do, which can then trigger an action in your email system, all without you lifting a finger. This is what turns a bunch of separate tools into one single automated machine. Honestly, the difference is just night and day. Before integration, you have all these disconnected apps and you are the one doing all the manual work, copying and pasting and wasting time connecting the dots. After, you have this beautiful, unified system with seamless workflows running on autopilot. A new appointment gets booked, and poof, an invoice is created, and the client gets added to a welcome email sequence. That is the power of connection. So, how do you keep this amazing momentum going? You just get into a simple rhythm for growth. First, track the hours you're saving. Watching that number go up every week is the best motivation there is. Then, make a small commitment. Add just one new automation every month. It's totally manageable and it ensures you're always improving. And finally, just schedule a quick check-in every quarter to make sure everything is still running smoothly. So, all of this, the audit, the tools, the building, and connecting, it all leads back to this one thing: the ultimate benefit. The real reason we started this whole journey in the first place. It's the payoff. Those 10 or 20 hours a week you get back, that's not just free time. It translates directly into real, tangible value. Maybe it's more revenue because you can finally focus on sales. Maybe it's smarter business decisions because you actually have time to think. Or maybe, just maybe, it's more personal freedom to do the things you love. So, I want to leave you with this thought. Just imagine it's a few weeks from now. You've followed these steps, your first automated system is humming along beautifully in the background, and you've just freed up 5 extra hours this week. The question is no longer how to save the time. The real question is, what are you going to do with all that new freedom? That's what this is really all about.